following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.
Tell the truth.
Good. There. Am I on?
Good.
There we go. Can you hear me?
Hot mic.
We got you.
Hot mic.
Well,
You got a little grade coming in that beer too.
just a little.
Are you putting that in?
Yeah,
Natural.
I color it gray.
Majority there, isn't it? Is that majority?
You turn me up here, I can't hear myself,
Well,
and I want to hear myself.
Well, most of the listeners want to hear
Yeah,
you as well.
they're okay with you turning it down. There you go.
Yeah,
Look at you now.
Yeah,
in the world.
But yeah, hey, welcome to the Cheap
Wow,
Seats.
he's loud.
We are at Jake's Furnishings today, and
Try the other headset. What is wrong with you? You never use that one.
You know, he's been here trying to prepare.
there we go.
He's been trying to prep himself for this golf outing he's about to be in.
There's no prep involved. It's just show up and
Stop it.
and stink.
Stop it.
Yeah,
You said you were out hitting golf balls yesterday
yeah. That doesn't mean anything.
and again today.
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, might
You're
be.
punishing a drive for 330, 350.
Oh no.
Oh,
Maybe 200, 250.
Can you hit a golf ball your weight? Can you drive one your weight?
Oh yeah,
No.
yeah.
Good.
there's no way.
Now sometimes they don't go straight. They go usually that way.
Take a hard right.
That counts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
But yeah, a nice warm Saturday morning. We're at Jake's Furnishings today, so come on by and see Jake. He's got furniture priced to move.
And that's the way we like it, baby.
Priced to move. Jake's a little sore, he's down in the
He
back.
hasn't done manual labor in a long time.
It's been a minute.
Jake had to work yesterday, moving furniture.
All of a sudden, he wants to cry about it.
Hey, listen, it's been a couple days straight, but yeah, no, we're changing warehouses a little bit and making things, set it up for ourselves to make it a little easier on us later.
Well,
so.
the employees, they have to respect a boss that gets in there and moves freight. You don't litigate it out, You get in there and you do the job.
Not by choice.
And now you're paying for it.
I'm not doing it by choice.
Must have had a couple call-offs and
we've had a couple of our young guys move on to new opportunities, and which you hate to lose your guys, but at the same time when they're going and they're upgrading and finding themselves in the workforce, you're kind of excited for them,
Lies. All lies.
No.
Lies.
It's hard to get people hired these days.
Yes, I mean we've been fortunate. We've had a couple guys, but one of them is playing basketball right now, and one of them's going on vacation. So, is what it is.
It is what
It is what it is, and it'll be what it'll be.
Joe's got to do a lot less work now.
It's neither here nor there.
All right. It's
Yeah.
over there.
6-1, half dozen of another.
Yeah.
What's Rush say?
I'm pretty sure he passed away.
Not anymore. I mean, they don't.
Band Rush.
You
Band.
Rush.
Well, are they? They're not even.
If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. Just trying to help you out philosophically.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
You're illiterate in the first place, okay?
Speaking of Rush, are they ever going to get back together? They're going to find a replacement for Neil?
No, I've heard Lyson and what's the name are going to go. They're going to have their own little band and play.
There's two of them?
Yeah, I don't think they'll do Rush. They don't talk like they will.
Well, they'll play their songs.
Nah, they're talking like they won't.
Really?
Well, I mean, they always, you always, I mean, you never know, but they're talking like that was Rush, and if they want to do something else, they'll do something else. I don't know.
But sound like Rush.
Probably. Without the drums.
I mean, that's their style.
You're not going to replace the drummer. You're not going to replace that guy.
No.
You're not going to replace his writing.
No. Great show, guys.
That's what
Is
our
it time for a
listeners are
commercial yet? Did you have a guest or anything going today?
Well, you are the guest getter.
They fired me from that 2 years ago.
I thought he was fired.
I thought they just put you on a sabbatical.
I got let go 2 years ago to be the guest getter.
So now we're back at square one.
Taking it to another level.
Yeah. Well, guys, here in about
pathetic loser.
Here in about 30 minutes, the Cubs and Cards are going to be playing some ball against each other across the pond over in London.
Jolly old England, you say?
Yeah, bloody old fool.
What do you guys think of that? Doubleheader, right? Or no? Game day game tomorrow.
Yeah. So
bring us a spot of England. That's what Lloyd said on the commercial. Isn't that what you say on the commercial there, Lloyd? Yeah.
Bring in Dr. Guggenheim. Let's talk to him.
Cardinals, Cubs.
Cubs
versus bad. But the Cubs have been playing.
Adequate
ball
good
lately.
Ball. I mean,
not Cincinnati ball. But
yeah. How about that with De La Cruz?
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He looks like the real deal coming up.
He's a player.
Yes,
he hit for the cycle yesterday.
Crazy fast.
Yeah.
And so powerful. Holy cow. He's fun to watch.
Yeah, he is fun to watch, and he's, probably Cincinnati spark plug. He's really playing well.
He's
and
really sparking
he can do some things. Good defense, and his offense is pretty good. So, yeah, he's an exciting young player, an upcoming player to watch, and Cincinnati on a roll.
I'm ready for the Cardinals to start selling.
They're going to sell.
I don't know if they are. I mean, we're still right there.
Are you?
In that division.
The whole division is.
Well, you guys.
That division's awful.
Can that division win the World Series? Come on.
Oh yeah.
That's what I think too.
Anybody can win.
I mean,
now
you got to get there, but at the same time, you would hope you have some firepower. But the Cardinals, I just don't see it in the bullpen, or not even starting rotation or bullpen, really.
Just not seeing anything.
I just don't see it. Not with the pitching side of things. Now on the offensive side of things, you can put them in a 2-week run. They've got some guys that can mash on that team.
So who's on the trading block for the Cardinals, you think? I know we talked about Goldschmidt would be a good piece to move.
Goldschmidt,
you could
Flaherty,
get something from him.
McGuire.
Jordan Montgomery, which would be probably one of the bigger chips they have. Tyler O'Neill.
Hicks on there. I mean, that's a guy that maybe changes venue.
Well, I tell you what, he's paying out of the world right now.
Has he?
Yeah, but he's real good right now.
Well, that's good for the Cardinals because that just ups his trade stock.
If they wanted to trade him, I mean, they still have 3 years of control left in him.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to say they're going to sell off on him, especially for a guy that's being productive. Like I said, Flaherty, I could see him going. Actually, I could see Flaherty going within the next 2 weeks or the next week and a half.
When is trade deadline? July 31st usually, or did they push that back?
I thought they brought it forward. I thought it was like the 15th. Lloyd?
I think they pushed it back, didn't they?
Get those thumbs a-working. That's what she said.
Quit.
But no, right now, I don't know. For the
August 1st.
For the first time in a long time, I don't remember the Cardinals ever really selling anything off. Like never selling off a season, and I feel like this is the first one we should. Just because we don't have much in the minors that is, like, especially on the pitching side of things, that looks MLB projectable. At least not for the next year. So I don't know why you wouldn't try to shop and try to make it so maybe next year you can get a couple young guys in there and maybe supplement with a veteran or two and see what you can do. I mean, we're losing the majority of our pitching staff. So.
And then you have a GM in there. I've heard things about him that he's not real, I don't want to say aggressive, he's not going to just go pull that trigger, I
don't know. I mean,
what are you laughing at?
You say that. You got Goldschmidt, you got Arenado, you got Montgomery. I mean, those guys all came via trade. So he's active, I guess, but I feel like he's looking for the big splash. And, it would be nice if they had some stuff coming up through the system or had made some trades that brought a couple kids in. Like back in the day, with the Walt Jocketty, when he was there, he'd be known for making that big trade. But all of a sudden, these guys pop up. Like, where do these guys come from? Well, they got them in that same trade. Adam Wainwright was in there, which, I mean, at the time, he was pretty well known, but he was still a minor league player. Ray King was in there. And so it was a big trade. and we got some good players for who we traded, but we also got some stuff for the future. We haven't done that for years. I mean, really the entire time that Mo's been in there, they haven't traded for the future. They've basically traded for the right now. And that's where we're at. We're in a little bit of a pickle because we don't have the pitching to go along with the rest of the league, I guess.
And everybody looks for pitching, and that's a good commodity to have, a good pitching staff. And
well, they're talking about watering the league down again with adding 2 more teams.
Really?
So that's I guess a pretty big possibility.
Where would they be?
So everybody keeps talking about Las Vegas. This is the problem.
Well, isn't Oakland?
Well, Oakland's talking about going to Las Vegas. Well, the problem with that is they'll never get a contract or a TV deal. And the only way these teams make money is on TV deals. Mm-hmm. They go to L.A. or Las Vegas. L.A. dominates that market. They own it. If more than likely, I would say 3/4 of all the fans in Las Vegas are L.A. fans, either Dodgers or Anaheim, mostly Dodgers. So I don't know. They go to Las Vegas. They're not going to get the revenue because they're not going to have the viewership. So I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a good fit. But I mean, that's where everybody keeps talking: Las Vegas, Las Vegas, Las Vegas.
Well, I mean, Joe would be a fan.
There's a lot of fun out there.
Oh, there's a lot of fun, and you could get a stadium built pretty easily. They'll build anything there.
Yeah.
So you could have that. You could have a state-of-the-art stadium, but the problem is, butts in the seats isn't what translates to dollars for these teams. Not the big dollars they want.
No, but I think they're getting big dollars out there. The Raiders moved, and now you can't afford to go to a game. You guys try to get tickets out there to a game?
I have not lately. No.
Oh, just look at it sometime.
Look at it.
How much they are.
Call hey, Ticketmaster. You can give us a call.
Yeah,
You know what? Yeah. Why didn't we go right to the source?
Yeah, why? You don't need to just give J-Mac a call or a text.
J-Mac usually tans in the morning, though, doesn't he, on Saturday mornings when it's sunny?
Yeah.
He's probably not.
He'll go
Sits next to that pool and looks
he's
for the guys
tanning.
giving all over
He's tanning until about 11:30, I think.
Yeah.
But maybe next week we can arrange to have him call in.
Yeah.
Tell us about it. But
yeah, we got to prearrange that. He's got a tight schedule.
It's ridiculous how much it costs out there.
Yeah.
Everything out there is expensive.
Have you guys been to an A's game?
I can't say I have.
I have. It's like,
Hey, this was just a few years ago, wasn't it?
it's just, but it's just in the middle of nowhere. You got to ride a train to get there, and I don't know how they get fans to go there in the first place.
Well, they get the
Right
fans
now.
from the other teams. The other day, I think the Phillies were there not too long ago, and they were averaging about 20,000 a game in attendance for the Phillies. So they wait for those.
Really?
They wait for those East Coast teams to come out that are
they the-
well supported, and then
Are
they'll
they
get
the
their-
lowest rated place for attendance in
gotta be
baseball?
I would have to say they're
Tampa,
top.
probably. That'd be right there. Yeah,
They're,
I think Tampa's bad
lowest
too.
revenue. Oh, Tampa's horrible.
which is
They got a good team,
I'm
but they're
saying
horrible.
they put a
I
good.
was gonna say they're good.
Both those teams are, in the revenue sharing market. I mean, they're getting revenue sharing as opposed to making profit.
Right.
So those are probably the 2 worst teams in baseball for that. That's why I'm saying going to LA or Las Vegas doesn't make sense, because you're going to go there and you're not going to get the TV contract. You're not going to get the $7 billion TV contract that you need to compete at the level what all the other teams are right now. Whereas Oakland, you're a much better
what
shot.
are they getting now? Oakland as far.
It's actually their TV contract's pretty solid there, but the ownership is done. They don't want to be in it. They want it done, and they'll sell to anybody. Well, Major League Baseball won't approve it, and then San Francisco has blocked a couple moves they were wanting to make. So, because I think they were wanting to go to San Jose and then just north there as well, and they blocked both those deals. So
Amazing.
So what other big market? I mean, you talk about adding 2 teams. Where would they put another team? You put another one
Louisiana.
back up in. Oh, really?
New Orleans.
So you're wanting to move into a state
Well,
that
there's one.
has no professional sports.
Well, they have.
Well, they have
professional sports,
football and
Saints,
they got. But I'm talking
and New Orleans Pelicans. But I would say they're
baseball wise. I mean, that's not. Is that a good market down there in
Yeah, they go to Oregon.
Yeah, just put them out there.
Portland. Yeah.
Yeah, Portland would be a great place to go.
I mean, there's places out there. It's just you're going to be building from the ground up, kind of like what you did with the Marlins, with the Rays, with Denver. I mean, you know, all those you were building new. And what about going back across to Montreal?
Montreal, that was going to be my next point.
Yeah, or Mexico City.
Montreal, that'd be great. The old Expos.
I really think that Mexico City seems like a good idea. Just because it's a huge fan base. They love baseball down there. It is like a cult following with all their teams. And you could draw some new kids into the farm systems as well. I think it would explode down there.
And that's what, you know, going over to London, you know, like the Cubs and Cards are playing today, you know, NFL, they do it, and it brings in a good market, you know, a good fan base over there, and it looks like MLB is trying to expand their fan base to draw more interest. And, you know, do they put a team over in London? I know it'd be difficult. A lot of travel. I don't know how you'd work that out.
I don't know how you're going to do that. But that's what it just doesn't make that much sense to me, other than growing the international base. I mean, there is, you know, you watch the World Baseball Classic, there's more and more guys joining. But a lot of the guys in the World Baseball Classic are from the United States. They just have family that was from those different countries. So I don't know how that's going to work.
Well, the NFL, they want Mexico and London, don't they? That's the two they're looking at.
You could do it the NFL.
Yeah, that's 1 week.
You play once a week.
Still big travel, though.
Yeah, but, you know, it's
Major League Baseball, you're 6 to 7 days a week.
Yeah, and that would be, I would say, that would be impossible.
Shorten that schedule.
And they'll never do that.
I think it's not as short as it's ever going to get.
Yeah, they're not going to shorten it at all. But yeah, just interesting, you know, how.
Yeah, maybe we come back. Jim and I were talking about the NBA a little bit before the show.
Oh, really?
And
NBA talk
the international flavor of that.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's. You know, you look at
Could be in the second part of our program.
Did you watch any of the draft the other night?
I did a little bit, yeah.
You know, it's just a weird, not a weird draft, but, you know, you had a lot of overseas guys. And then you had a lot of kids drafted that didn't play college ball. You know, they go to these club leagues. I think one of them's called, like, Elite. And, you know, play 2 years in that league instead of going to college. And, you know, it's kind of like a little farm system for the NBA. And they're coming right out of there. You know, so.
I saw the kid from Illinois.
Brandon Podziemik.
Yeah,
went to Illinois for 1 year, then went to
where'd he go?
Santa Clara, and drafted 19?
Yeah,
to the Golden State Warriors. So,
and it showed us a few highlights I saw, and he was lighting it up, but he didn't get much playing time at Illinois. He was mad and left.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird situation. Been obviously nice to keep him around, but. You know, you don't know those things. You know, he goes over to Santa Clara and has a huge year and enters the draft and gets.
He averaged like 30 points a game.
Yeah,
it's funny.
And had a great, you know, tryout with the NBA. You know, and boom,
He was a big dude, 6'9" or something.
No,
and you know,
really not.
He's probably 6'4" tops, I would think.
It's just such a different game. You know, and these guys coming up from overseas they seem tougher. I mean, they seem like they want to shoot more, but they just
tougher.
We don't spoil them here in the United States.
I don't know. It just seems it's such a different game than what it used to be.
Well, look at the number one pick.
It's not as physical as what it used to be. It's not, you know, it's just a different game. You got big guys that don't want to be big guys anymore, and teams don't want big guys anymore. They want them to run down and stop at 3-point line and shoot it.
It's easier. No problems in that paint.
When you look at the last 2 out of 3 NBA Finals MVPs, they're overseas players.
Yeah,
true.
So,
well, look at the number one pick, overall pick in the NBA this year. Was he 7'3", 7'4"? and
point guard,
can handle the ball. Yeah, and
more like a Durant. Yeah,
he's like a once in a lifetime player, and he's that guy's got some.
That's
upside.
funny stuff.
You know what's, I don't know. It's just these once in a lifetime players. You got guys like I guess Durant. You got who's out there right now that you would consider a once in a lifetime player? Curry, Durant.
I mean, you got to put LeBron in there, as much as I hate to, but you
got to put the dude from Denver in there, don't you?
Jokic. Yeah.
I mean, I know there's a lot more than that. The guy from the Bucks that I can't pronounce his name.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Why don't we try to say it?
Yeah. That's why I didn't attempt
we forget about him
this year. We just the number one pick. Because we tend to butcher names on this show.
Oh, we don't tend to.
If there's more than 4 letters in it,
we go out of our way.
Our vocabulary here is very limited.
Very limited.
It's very detrimental to the show.
What in the world? He's still trying to use that.
Listen, tell you something. He's doing it.
Yeah. But I
use
it in the right context.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying.
Usually I don't.
You're a good learner.
And,
somebody educated you there, didn't they, on that word there?
Well, I mean...
Not only the educating, when you make fun of him, then you think about it next time.
You think, well, don't say
you
that.
start watching videos on how to use it.
Yeah, as long as you're not cussing and saying words that you can't say on air, it's all good, right?
Oh, wait a minute. There's words we can't say on air?
Well, it's frowned upon.
We'll go through them, George.
Well, I'm sure Lloyd has a good old clip he can play you.
Yeah, you want to play that for us when we get back from a commercial?
Yeah. Jim's like,
we better
He's
not.
got his finger on the button. He's ready to go right now.
Yeah.
Let's go to commercials.
Is not on board. Yeah, let's take a commercial break. We come back. We'll talk about...
We'll bore you with something else.
Yeah, I think we'll have Joel Vincent call in. He's a big sports guy. He's got a lot of knowledge, and that's something that we lack. A lot of sports knowledge.
And a face for radio.
Yeah. So
you are one pathetic loser.
Yeah, let's take a commercial break. We'll be back after these messages on Cheap Seats.
It's something about having that piece of paper. Some people think that's worth more than my skills.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
You just gotta be so good they can't ignore you.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
Analytics and empathy. That's how I've gained clients.
I am more.
I'm more
than who I am on paper.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Illinois. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
is Tom McCarthy for the Philadelphia Phillies, and you're listening to Cheap Seats on WLCN 96.3 FM with Joe, Jake, and Shabadoo.
Now they're at the end of July. Are we going?
Is that where we're going? It's going to be great.
Go?
The show's going to be great.
You flipping? You flipping the bill?
I've got the furniture store going.
Okay. Yeah, we can write that off.
Y'all want to go?
End of July, I'll be south.
You flipping? You flipping?
Flipping? Yeah, we're flipping.
You flipping a bill for that?
Flipping in the ocean.
Are you going to flip the bill for that?
Well,
a lot of hammerheads off the coast there.
A little bit.
Here lately has been a big deal down there.
Yeah, well, that's going to be fun.
Sharks are back.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Bad.
You know.
Yeah, they're even over in
76 was scary.
Crab Island and just cruising around there. So,
wow, that's terrific bass.
Have to take me some shark repellent.
Yeah, we're probably heading down there. I think we're going to go down there later in July. The daughters and I.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Swimming contest or something or what?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they'd both kill me on that.
Yeah.
You go Crab Island?
We don't go there, but we look at it. I'd like to. Yeah. It's really neat.
We have it all set up. My buddy that lives down there, he's gonna have his boat out, and we're gonna make our way around there, I guess.
Yeah, we've always talked about renting a pontoon and going there, hang out for the day, but
flip it.
Give her a try. Flip it.
Flip it. Speaking of sharks, you guys been following this submarine thing?
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, boy.
I called it the day that it disappeared. I said it imploded down there.
That's horrific.
Sure enough.
It is horrific.
I mean.
You know what's worse? This is my opinion and what it is.
And what
there's some.
This is not an opinion of the program.
No, we do not sponsor this statement.
Has anybody heard anything about the refugees going from Northern Africa to Italy?
No.
That's my point. 170 refugees capsized and gone. Don't hear anything about that, but you put some
$5 billionaires in a sub.
Ignorant billionaires in a thing that's not even a sub.
Did he use the word ignorant? Is that what he said?
How smart must you be? Listen. You could have offered to say, "Hey, Jake, I'll give you $100,000. We're going to have you sit crisscross applesauce in the sub without your shoes on because it won't fit. And we're going to send you down there to check out the Titanic." I look at you like you're stupid.
Yeah.
Even for $100,000, these guys paid
hundreds of grand, $250,000 a seat in that thing.
Seat? It's not a seat.
No.
It's your seat. Your booty is the seat. Crisscross applesauce
and a Coke can.
Crisscross applesauce. I'm gonna get you a T-shirt made up that says that.
You're going to the bottom of the ocean, and you're gonna stay there.
Well, now
I don't feel horrible for them.
They went during the day, didn't they? So they could see.
You have no remorse.
Because 15,000 feet under the sea level, under the sea top, you can see down there.
As long as it's daytime.
Yeah, it must be.
And how much of the Titanic are you really going to see in that window?
Little glass window. It's about like that, I think it was.
No, it
wasn't that big?
Well, they talked about the size of that window.
I don't care.
Usually a sub, the
You're not
windows
going to see the old lady standing at the front of the thing saying, "I'm on top of the world."
Nope.
None of that's down there.
I can pull up Titanic on my laptop and look at all the pictures I need to.
Whole bunch of pictures.
From the comfort of my home.
And if you really want to make it seem realistic, you could put that laptop next to your pool and get in the water and look at it.
Yeah.
So what's funny is, and I don't know if this part's true.
Go underwater and
drink a beer.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys know if this is true or not. But did you hear that when they were closing them in, they've got like 15 bolts on this hatch?
Yeah.
Wow.
Zip, 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 zip. Oh, this was not working down tight. Let's take it back off and tell them. Took it back off. Hey, guys, we're having problems with one of the bolts. Should be fine. Zip, 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 zip. They're back in there.
Does that really happen?
I heard that. I don't know if that's true. Wow. But if that is, can you imagine? We should be good.
In the first place, before they even started the trip, they have to sign this waiver. And in this waiver, they're not responsible for death. You lost me right there at death.
Oh, believe it or not, you've signed a few of those waivers in your lifetime.
Well, but I'm not in a submarine.
That's exactly
2
right.
miles under the ocean. And
no,
and it's these billionaires. They have the money.
Well,
they like the adventure.
I think they were younger probably too, and you got all that testosterone going, and you're like, what could possibly go wrong?
Would it be cool?
Oh my gosh!
I don't think it would be.
You
cool.
think so?
I'm telling you right now.
I couldn't. I'm gonna tell you what. There's
First
no way
of all,
no way I could get in it.
Claustrophobic.
I'm claustrophobic. I don't like being in tight spots. Yeah. That's why I'm saying there's no way I would do it.
And plus, it was controlled with a game controller.
Listen,
it looked like a Xbox game.
Were they
controller.
Controlling it inside?
Yeah.
I play Call of Duty all the time, and you
lose batteries a lot.
You lose your connection. I mean, things go wrong.
And there's no way to get to you.
No, like there was no plan. Like even if they would have, let's say they were just sitting on the bottom there was no plan to pull them back up.
Well, they're not hooked to anything, right?
Correct.
They weren't hooked to anything.
No. So
somehow, how are they generating oxygen?
Well,
with that little,
they had a little.
There's oxygen being pumped in, but it's only like for 4 days. They only had 4 days worth of oxygen.
Well, that's what I mean. It's being pumped like an oxygen generating canister from an airplane.
That's if the thing wouldn't have imploded. Right. I mean, but it'd be kind of like that.
There's a lot of
recirculation of air.
Yeah, and it's just watching videos on how it. Well, nobody knows how it happened, but. I'm
pretty sure it was the pressure from being underwater.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing.
They said it was instant. I mean, they wouldn't even have time to know what was going on.
Oh, I guarantee they knew what was going on.
You think so?
Oh, 100%. That thing's going to start cracking and creaking and compacting. You're going to feel it. That whole thing's going to be shaking and popping. So, yes, they knew what was coming, but it was probably pretty quick.
Got a caller comment? Calling in?
Allegedly.
We'll see.
But yeah, there's absolutely no way anybody was going to ever talk me into going on to that little trip.
No, you couldn't pay me $1 million to do it.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't be able to spend that $1 million if they gave it to you.
Well, allegedly, I mean, those things have went underwater before, but...
Well, they've also canceled a lot of expeditions because of... but man, horrible.
Oh yeah, awful for the families. I mean, I do feel for the families. Don't get me wrong, I'm not heartless, but at the same time, I look at it and I'm like,
what are you thinking?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, like I said, I feel more for these families that were the refugees from northern Africa going to Italy. Yeah. I think it was over 100 of them lost, most of them kids. I feel for them. Those guys were looking for a better life. They weren't looking for a relic on the bottom of the seafloor.
Well, so what was the plan with this thing? I didn't follow it a whole lot, but they were just going to go down, buzz around this.
It was just a meet and greet, and they got out. They shook hands with some of the people down there.
What do you got to do if you're going to go to the bathroom?
They had a little porta potty thing in there with like a little, pee jug and a curtain.
So they had a pee pot.
A pee pot. Yeah.
Wow. So let's just slowly go through this. You're you the first guy in? Let's say it's us 5. We're going to draw straws. I say Kirby's going in first.
Both of them.
You're gonna crawl in, get into your, what do you call it?
crisscross applesauce.
Your crisscross
First of all,
applesauce
I can't set crisscross applesauce. I don't bend that
How
way.
much room we have in there? As big as this couch?
Yeah. Yeah, if you straighten this couch out, it'd be about the size of this couch.
We're all going to get in here and sit and listen to those guys drill that thing shut around us.
There's no way.
And then they're going to dump. How'd they get in the water?
I'm going to be the guy be like, I'm not doing that. I'll close the lid for you, though.
Yeah.
As soon as Scott got in, we can zip, 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 zip.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
If he makes it back, we're all going.
Gosh, there's no way I could do it. No way.
That's what it'd be. If he makes it back, we're all going.
Yeah. Sitting down like Mikey in Life cereal, for those of you that old. Let's see if Scotty likes it.
Well, Scotty wouldn't like it.
Scotty doesn't know.
Scotty would be panicking.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think once you got in and they started going underwater, I think then the panic would really set in.
Time out.
Yeah. Hey.
What's funny is Jim's like, I would have done this.
Who said that?
Jim's all in. I can see him now. Get out of the way, fellas. I'm getting in first.
He is not getting in.
No, I'm out.
He's going for that big blue diamond that's at the bottom of the sea down there.
Yeah, and what were they going to... I mean, I'm just in... Yeah. That's very...
It's people with too much money they don't know what to do with.
Well,
Let's get in a sub and go down and see the Titanic. I'm out.
No. I remember being over in...
You know what? I might be in if the sub's about the size of this building. If they have food, drinks,
dancing,
food, drinks,
a buffet,
a bathroom.
This size. I'm bringing a recliner. I mean, I'm going to be comfortable. I'll be fine.
I'll tell you what. Even if you made
think of that happening,
even if it were free, let's say it's free. How many people do you think?
What
do you
size
know,
of sub?
Like in your family? No, that little thing that they got in.
Free?
How many people do you know that would have said, well, yeah, it's free, I'll go?
No.
And a lot of people out there like free stuff.
I love free stuff, but not a free sub ride to the bottom of the ocean. Where if something goes wrong, there is literally no way anybody can get to you.
They had no plan to get them.
I don't like elevators.
I mean, it's not attached to a cable where they can just reel you back up.
See, that's what I was wondering, why there wasn't one. Why?
Now, they said they have like 5 different safety things that can get them back up to the surface. You know, I think air balloons pop out and they come back up, but they didn't have time to use any of those. I think it was a done deal.
That would have killed them anyways. They were so low that
Well, it's all pressurized.
Yeah, but coming up that fast, you can't come up that fast. Can you?
If it's pressurized, you can.
Really? Huh?
I don't know. I'm not a nautical genius.
I'm nothing if not.
Yeah, I just relay information I see on TikTok and the news. And man,
I tell you what, they added the world watching though, didn't they?
They sure did.
Yep.
Well, what was the soccer team that got? We talked about it before, but the soccer team that got caught in that. In the rainstorms over there
in the cave.
Yeah, in the cave. Yeah. They had to bring them out.
The kids.
Oh, the Navy SEALs went in.
Wow. Have you guys watched that show?
I haven't. I have it bookmarked to watch.
Oh my gosh! I'm telling you, that is an incredible story. It was in awe of it. And as sitting here watching the news, you're like, oh, they got him out. Oh, well, great. Yeah, they found him and got him out. You know, hey. Great, let's go down the Dairy Queen. When you watch how they got him out, it's like, my gosh, how did anyone survive? One of them. It was amazing. They got them all out.
Well, hey, let's take another commercial break.
Hey, we got a phone. We got a guy going to call in. Larry Crawford's going to call in here after our commercial break and talk to us about the Open Arms event that's going on today out at the Lincoln Christian College.
All right, awesome. So let's take a commercial break. We'll be back after these messages.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
If you're an ally of this community, speak out. There are more of us together than apart, and so they need you to stand with them.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. So if you want to talk to your kids, you got to get it trending. I was just trying to get your attention.
Could I just ask me?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
This is Ben Davis, and you're listening to Cheap Seats with Joe, Jake, Jim, Lloyd, and Shabadoo. Shabadoo! On 96.3 FM WLCN.
FM. We are at Jake's Furnishings today.
Allegedly.
No, we're here.
They say.
We're here. Jake keeps watching the door, so he's waiting for his employees. But he's getting
customers in
he's sweating bullets right now. He's on the edge of his seat.
We got some live ones on the floor.
Yeah, and you're not even open yet.
No, that's all right.
You got to change your hours.
We got a caller on the line.
Caller, all right. And who are we talking with this morning?
Good morning, guys. It's so good to be on. This is Larry Crawford from Open Arms Christian Fellowship here in Lincoln.
Yes, sir, Larry. You got a big event.
Crawford.
Got a big event going on over there today. Tell us what's going on over at Open Arms.
Yes, sir. So it's for the entire community. It's free. People like the word free. Everything's free.
We love free.
We love free. We were just talking about that.
Except for a free sub ride.
Get on out here. It's free. But as you may have known, we recently purchased 60 acres and 6 buildings of the Lincoln Christian University campus. So we partner side by side with them, and we're honored to do that. But we have our 14th annual Family Fun Day, and first time on the campus. And that's taking place today, all day. I don't know what all you want me to say about it, or if you have questions, I'd be happy to answer.
Tell us about it. You've got games and giveaways and food and all kinds of stuff, and it's hard to believe you've been doing it for 14 years.
14 years.
Yeah, 14 years. And listen, we did pre-registration this year, and we had 797 people pre-register. We will have anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000. I think the highest we've ever had is 2,500, 2,700, something like that. We're expecting it to be bigger this year, so we may hit the 3,000 mark. Especially with you, let me speak on your radio here. That's perfect.
Yeah, you'll be standing room only.
Yeah, you'll get something from that.
That's good for at least 1,000, right? Extra.
Yeah, absolutely.
At least 1,000. Yeah. You keep track of the numbers for us, Larry.
Yeah, it sounds like.
Do that.
Yeah, it sounds like you got a lot of real estate out there to have different things and maybe able to broaden what you're able to offer out there.
We did. We expanded. We've been talking about expanding it and maybe moving it to another area because we've filled Scully Park up so much. I'm so thankful to be able to use that. And of course, then they put the ice skating ring and the pickleball court, which we're thankful for. And then the Lord gave us the acreage. So here we are. We have expanded it this year. We've got more blow-ups, bouncy houses, games than we've ever had before. We're giving away free food, hot dogs. We've got snow cones. We got hamburgers. We got pulled pork. We got funnel cake fries. I know I'm missing something here. We got other things. We got games going on, prizes, and then what's going on? There's entertainment all day under the tent, music, and then the main event is at 5 p.m. And we're going to give away 5 $100 bills to a blessed individual. Woo. And we do that each year. And plus, we're giving away certificates from local businesses, some that were donated, many that we purchased in order to help our local businesses. And then we'll be giving away a bunch of stuff for kids as well. We got a bunch of toys and stuff we're going to be giving away and things that they'll love at the end of the night. But it's going on all day. So pre-registration out here is right now if you haven't registered. It opens up at 11. The games, the obstacle courses, the food open at 11. The games and obstacle courses close at 5, so you can be under the main event. And the food closes at 6, so you got a little more time to get some food and take under the main event. And then we'll be here probably till, whenever the main event gets over. Typically it's about 7 something.
That's great. Now, so people that are driving out there, will you give them a little update on directions, which entrance they should take, where should they park?
Yeah, exactly. So the address out here for the campus has always been 100 Campus View Drive. When we purchased, we got our own address, which is 1321 State Route 10. However, we share entrance with the university, and the university shares entrance with us. So you can come in the Campus View Drive entrance, which is close to where it's at because we're down by the alumni building, close to Campus View Drive. We've got a lot of shade, which is great. And so that's what we're on that side where all the events taking place. But you also can come in the Chapel Road entrance as well and just drive around. There are people out here to greet. There's signs all over the place, and you'll see the big tent. You'll see the obstacle courses. You'll know where it's happening.
You think there'll be any Indiana basketball T-shirts out there for sale?
Well, I don't know. I'm really thankful how our team's doing, but I also got to say too. Now you don't know this probably, but I'm a Reds fan too. We won 12 in a row, and so I know.
Hold on.
It's amazing how they come out of the woodwork.
Wait, I can't hear you. Did you cut me off?
I have known you for a long time, and I've never seen any Cincinnati Reds gear on you, and I think
it's
you're
on
just
me right now. I'm
getting
ready to change into my Family Fun Day shirt, but I had to wear it out here because 12 in a row. That's pretty significant.
That's a big deal.
That is a big deal.
It's almost like 14 Family Fun Days. The Reds aren't quite up to speed. I'm hoping they'll hit that 14 here before they quit.
14 Family Fun Days. You must have started that when you were 20.
You got it, brother. You were spot on.
Now, you said you had some inflatables out there. We've got a member of our show that loves inflatables. That'd be Jake Johnston. Do you have that inflatable? Do you have that inflatable obstacle course out there?
We actually had a conversation about this yesterday at Mama's Arcade.
Listen, we got some big ones. We got some small ones. So no, we get this.
We would need the big ones.
And use this for adults too.
Well, he calls himself an adult, but
listen, Joe. I had one couple say, now, will we be able to? I was at Mama's Arcade the other day, and then they said, husband and wife, they said, will we be able to come and compete against each other? I said, absolutely. This is bound to strengthen your marriage.
Hold on now, Larry. That was me actually talking to you.
Was it really?
Yes, and it wasn't for me and her. It was for her and her husband.
Oh, I didn't know who was who.
That's all right.
But he's been hurt before.
That's awesome.
Now, you say you got a lot of food and games out there. Do you have any corn dogs?
We don't have corn dogs. But you gave me a good idea. I think next year we should add corn dogs.
Joe
will be there.
Loves to ride a good corn dog.
Yes.
Hey, there's nothing like a good corn dog and some mustard, man.
That's exactly right. Yes,
well,
sir.
If you had corn dogs on the menu, Joe would definitely be out there.
I'll tell you what, if you've been to a county fair and you don't have mustard on the side of your face from a corn dog, you haven't really lived.
You got that right. Well, next year we'll work on that for you, Joe.
All right, corn dogs. Maybe I'll sell corn dogs.
But don't let that keep you away. Well, it's all free, so you can't.
Yes, free. Well, yeah, I want to be working there and give it away. Yeah, I'll be working.
You got to give it away if you're going to do it.
All right, I might be. I got a corn dog thing going.
Well, Larry, it looks like you're going to have a nice day for it, a nice hot Saturday day. You want to throw anything out there to people that are coming out there as far as staying hydrated? And I'm sure you'll have all kinds of water and beverages out there.
Yeah, we have plenty of water and we've got plenty of shade. And there's a nice breeze out here right now. And I told our people, I said, don't say it's hot. People know it's hot. It's a beautiful day. and you know what? Just come out. We'll make sure you stay hydrated. We've got plenty of water for you to do that. And really, we just want people to come out and have a free event. We know times are tough, and for many people, we want people to come out and have a free event where they can just enjoy family time and make memories. But also, guys, the purpose is not just for that. It's really to bring our community together. I don't know if you've been following us lately, but I'm preaching a summer series called This City Will Live. And I believe that, and I know a lot of people laugh at me when I say this, and that's okay, because in the end, we'll be able to have the last good laugh and rejoice together with everyone. But I believe that Lincoln is going to turn around, and we are believing that, and become even better than it's been before. And so we are really praying for the businesses and really praying for the families and individuals. And I'm sharing a series this summer on This City Will Live. And tomorrow I'll be sharing on that as well in church here. And tonight we'll be sharing a little bit under the tent. But we just want to see things really prosper in this city. And we think it's a great place to live. We think it's a great place to have a business, a great place to work, and a great place to be on the radio.
Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you're good on the radio because you like to talk. I do know that.
That's what they say. You're pretty good at it yourself, though. You know that, right?
Well,
no, we don't.
I'm not very
and we
smart.
both got a face for radio, although, yours is on a billboard. I haven't got mine on a billboard.
Well, that's coming, buddy. I'm planning on getting you up on a billboard. There you go.
We don't need to do that. Hey, you guys are awesome, man. I really appreciate you taking time to have me on and help just promote the event. And we just want people to come out and have a great day and have a lot of fun.
Well, thanks for all what you're doing for the community.
Absolutely.
We love this community. We really do, and we're thankful, and we're just trying to figure out, with God giving us this campus, we've got some other new ideas and things we're going to be able to do for the community, and a lot of sports things that we're starting to bring in, different things, and some other stuff. So we're pretty excited about the future.
All right. Well, thanks for the phone call, Larry.
Well, thank you. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you out here later. You can't get a corn dog, but I'll get you a hot dog, and we do have mustard. That's how close
I'll get some mustard on my face.
There you go. All right, Larry. Well, thanks for giving us a call, and you're doing great things out there, and I'm sure the community appreciates it. And hopefully you have a good turnout today, and we'll look forward to the 15th annual next summer.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys so much. You have a great day.
All right. Thanks. You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
And he's an Indiana basketball fan. We're not holding that against him, really, since we're kind of Illinois fans.
Yeah.
And now, this Cincinnati Reds deal, I'm not sure I'm believing.
I don't know
if I'm going
Jim's almost. Jim said he was a Reds fan earlier.
It sounds like Larry's taking a page out of the Joe Ryan bandwagon.
A lot of people are. Right?
Yeah, now I'm sure he's been a Cincinnati fan for quite some time. And, now they're able to admit it.
I saw a thing the other day. You guys read the Yardbarker?
No, don't even know what that is.
Well, it's a sports thing. And I was reading it yesterday, and then Vegas put out their first big things for the NFL season. And it said, we're going to start with the Arizona Cardinals. And they said that a good bet would be to pick the Arizona Cardinals to be the last NFL team to win a game.
It's a pretty safe bet.
It said based off of their schedule and their players, they could be the last team to win a game. That's funny stuff. That gives you hope for your NFL season. And all you fantasy football players to maybe get some Cardinals on your team. Yeah.
Or not.
Yeah, what are the odds?
Who is Joe Ryan a fan of?
What are the odds of the Arizona Cardinals? He's obviously
not a fan of the Arizona Cardinals this year because
they stink.
I mean, New England.
Brady's gone.
No. Tampa.
Brady's gone.
Drew Brees isn't in New Orleans anymore.
No.
Jets.
Kansas City.
Jets.
No.
Jets.
No, I'll be rooting for the Cardinals. We're just bad. You guys left out the Raiders. Raider Nation.
No, Raiders. Yeah.
They're going to be bad, too.
Bad. Yeah. It's going to be a rough year in the NFL.
And your Packers are going to be bad, and then look who's up and coming.
The Bears.
Your Chicago Bears.
The Bears.
Where are we at with this stadium?
They're building an island out in the middle of the ocean, and
maybe if you would have been on air with us last week, Joe.
We're going to tell it.
We talked to Mike Cagley with the Illini guys, and pretty good
somebody
discussion.
That has sports knowledge. Obviously, for the show.
Keyword knowledge.
Always nice to have one of those on radio.
Yeah, it is nice. And where are they at with the stadium? Don't know. They know they bought the Arlington facility, racetrack, and starting to tear things down there. And now they're negotiating with other suburbs and trying to increase their stock. I don't know what they're doing.
Awful.
Can you buy stock in it?
Oh yeah, I'm sure you could.
Joel Benson.
He calls us right at the end of the show.
It's all right. He's going to tell us something.
Good morning, Joel.
Oh,
morning,
Joel Vincent. How you doing, bud?
Not too bad. I apologize for calling a little bit later than I anticipated, and I know you guys are on a time crunch, but
are you on our same time zone? Are you with us Central Time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here with you.
Hey, give us some information.
I really just wanted to take a minute and just acknowledge the passing of Steve Block.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I know. His family obviously, lost him as a dad and a husband and brother and sister and all that. And a lot of people probably, the sports angle. He was an umpire, high school, college. Also kept the scorebook for the regular games. Obviously, we know his kids, Lauren and Gavin, through their accomplishments out at the high school through sports, but not just a loss for the sports, but a loss for the community too.
Yeah, great man. He was involved in a lot, and wore the referee shirt down there at the scores table for years. And
yes.
Like you said, just a great man overall, and it's
funny man. Good dude. Always followed up with that. Love you.
I know I saw you there yesterday, Joe. His brother told some good stories about how he interacted with kids as an umpire, and how the next time they would see him, like the catchers would see him, they'd always remember his name and address him and shake his hand, because that was his thing. He always did. So obviously, if you're getting high school kids from another town to remember you the next time they see you, you're obviously having an impact on them, even if it's just a slight impact. Just the fact that
Well, just the fact that
you
he was
remember
teaching the
somebody
kid
like
to
that means something.
Yeah, just to teach the kid to look you in the eye and shake your hand and say hi. That's one thing.
Hey, that goes a long way in this world.
Tootin'.
Sure does, especially these days. You don't see that a lot.
You got any good Stevie stories to tell us?
Oh, well, it's funny. When we moved years ago, when my oldest was very little, we moved out to Mayfair on Crestwood, and they lived a couple houses down from us. And obviously, Gage and my oldest Gage and Gavin are in the same class, so they grew up together, went to Chester East together. So we were neighbors for years, and then just by chance, when they moved out of Mayfair. Out to where they live now, coincidentally later that year we sold our house and ended up being neighbors with them again. So we've been neighbors with them for well over 20 years, probably 22, 23 years if I had to go back and look. So it was always fun having them in the neighborhood when the kids were growing up. We did a lot of stuff, and the kids always hung out together all the time. So it was good to see the community come out and support them over the week.
He'll be missed. That's for sure.
Yeah, the community, they lost a great man, and it's unfortunate. And
yeah, I didn't ask for help a lot over the years, but there was never a time when I asked for help that he didn't help.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's always going and doing. Had a smile on his face, he seemed most of the time.
Yeah.
Yep. So anyway, that's really all I wanted to say today.
Well, absolutely, Joe. We appreciate the call, and
appreciate you getting up early to give us a call.
Yeah.
I've been up for 5 hours. So.
5 hours. He's an early riser. Well, Joel, thanks for your call, and we appreciate it, and give us a call again. We'll talk some sports next time.
Okay, I'll call maybe next week. Talk about sports.
Not at 10 o'clock.
Next week we're closed.
For that. I didn't want to call in and over Larry. So.
July 4th.
Yeah.
Isn't next weekend our July 4th show?
Yeah, we're off.
Which means we don't have a show.
No show next Saturday.
That's when people will want to hear me the most. There's nobody there to answer.
And us too. So, all right, Joel, you have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you down the road.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Thanks, Joel.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us today here on the Cheap Seats. I'd like to thank our listeners and viewers for tuning in. Jim says we're off next Saturday.
Paid?
Following weekend, we're going to be out at Bees for their race extravaganza.
Yeah, I think you're riding one of the cars.
Oh, you can ride in them things?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. We'll see how that goes.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah. It can implode. All right, thanks for tuning in to the Cheap Seats.
Yeah.
The preceding program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.